Are we good? We got sound? If it isn't one thing, it is another. All right. Welcome, Golden Anchor Quilting community. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love, support, and energy and enthusiasm as we figure out the world that is YouTube. We're getting closer. We get a little bit closer every week, and I get a little less panicky every week as we approach it. I just really want it to be great for everyone out there. Please remember while you're here to like our videos, subscribe to our channel. If you subscribe to our channel, you'll get a notification when we go live, and it won't be, you won't have to search for the link anywhere. It will just come to you and say, Louisa's going live with Golden Anchor Quilting. So subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share them with someone you think might enjoy the content that we have. Absolutely free ways to support us, help us grow our community in the broader spectrum of the world, even with YouTube. And welcome. So we have our question. We have a question every week. We're not doing a tutorial tonight because we're going to work on recording some of those ahead of time. But we always ask a question and have a prize drawing at the end of our broadcast. So we're not going to let go of that fun. So the question tonight is, what kind of fabrics do you look for when you go into a quilt shop? Are you a bright color, a pastel color, batiks, Civil War, 1930s, novelty fabrics, juvenile? What are the fabrics that you go looking for, or themes in those fabrics? Do you just absolutely have an inability to resist chicken fabric, or toaster fabric, or ducks, or penguins? Tell us the themes and things that you love to look for in fabric when you go to a quilt shop. And when you comment on that in the chat, you'll get an entry into a drawing at the end of the broadcast. And this week, since we're not doing a tutorial with a sample to give away, we're going to give away something from the front of the shop, and it'll be super exciting. So keep... Hi, Mom! We got to find a code for that, like, the Carol Burnett thing with the ear or the nose. We'll figure that out. Okay. So Chris, if we're ready to put up that beginner picture, we are 2 weeks into the most current, right here, the most current round of our all-inclusive Learn to Quilt class. This is a 6-week series class where we start with "This is your sewing machine" and end with a bound, finished quilt ready to enjoy. We have 3 beautiful humans sharing this class with us this round. And this week they chose their fabric packs. So this is them celebrating their fabric packs and being excited about next week. Next week we're going to learn rotary cutting skills. And then by the end of this class series, we'll be sharing their finished quilts with you. We absolutely love introducing people to the art of quilting and playing with fabric. So we just wanted to celebrate their accomplishment in finding their fabrics. And next week we'll learn rotary cutting. We are ready for that all New England shop hop picture, Chris, to swap out. So we're going to give you an all New England shop hop update. We didn't get the picture. Okay, so we've all seen the all New England shop hop. Wait, drop back and punt, right? This is the all New England shop hop magazine. This is the magazine that has the passport in it where you can get your stamps. And by collecting your stamps in your passport book, you also get a collectible block from each shop that is made out of fabric and printed with the shop's name and location, and then you can make projects out of those blocks. There are prizes that you can win in each region and also across all of New England by submitting the passport at the end of the shop hop. The shop hop has our hop hopping, which I think is the intent of shop hop, and we're really excited about that. It's just been new friends every day, new people, welcome to the community, learning what we're all about, and celebrating what it means to have a quilt shop staying here in the Claremont community. We still have magazines, so if you haven't started hopping, and you're not Anne already said, her husband said no hopping, but if you are allowed to hop, Anne's husband does a lot of other wonderful things. We're not going to be upset with Ernie. So if you don't have your magazine yet and you're going to have an opportunity to participate in the shop hop, we still have the magazines here at Golden Anchor Quilting. And if you're watching from afar and you'd like to have one so the next time you come to New England, you know where the shops are, we can ship these as well. It's available on our website under All New England Shop Hop magazine. We have been having so much fun hiding the tiny turtles around the shop. And when someone finds a turtle, we have a big celebratory moment. And then they get to pick out of the goodie basket. And then they get to hide the turtle. And so many fun things have happened with that, where people have found a turtle and they've got a friend with them and they say, I'm hiding the turtle. And they put it down and their friend sees right where they put it. And then they say, oh, I found a turtle. And then everybody gets to come pick from the goodie basket. That's been wonderfully fun to see people playing with that in the shop. We still have anchors hidden in bolts around the shop. And if you come up to get your fabric cut and an anchor comes out, then it's a little anchor. Don't worry, we're not talking big ship anchor. Tiny little golden anchor. If that comes out while we're cutting your fabric, then you get 10% off that cut of fabric. We have a goodie bag for you to collect your collectible block. And in that goodie bag are some treats from our shop for you that you can use throughout the year. And also, if there's a turtle or anchor there, we have a special prize drawing going on for just those folks at the end of the shop hop. And we've got one turtle or anchor in each 25 bags. So really good odds on that prize drawing. So when you stop in for the shop hop, make sure you participate in all of that. And with the shop hop fabric, we have made samples of the 4 seasons. So we have a fall hollow star. How's that? So this is the Hollow Star Table Runner with the All New England Shop Hop fabrics for the fall season. And we've got kits made up. We're just waiting for rulers and patterns to arrive. So we're giving you a little preview before we even have it fully available out in the shop. But that's the fall one. And thank you to our sample sewers who got these done so quickly for us. Here is winter. Yeah, with a really bold red background, but it catches the ski fabric with the bears and the moose and the hollies. So that's winter. Spring with this lovely lilac background. Yeah, I think that's Aunt Ellen's favorite. And then summer, which is the one that is the farthest along. I'm going to show you the back first, because this is what we're going to be backing them with, which is the border stripe from the All New England Shop Hop fabric. It's got all 4 seasons on it. So the back of these would make a great sort of a year-round table runner. And then this one, Jean Corliss quilted this one up for us with her beautiful free motion quilting skills. Yeah, Aunt Ellen's jaw just dropped, which is what mine did when I saw it for the first time. The quilting that she did really makes the stars pop in the... No, it's not minky. It's just beautiful free motion quilting that Jean did. She's going to quilt up a couple of the others for us. We're going to do some straight line quilting on one of them in case that's more your speed, just so you can see how they work up differently. But we're going to have these kits available for each of the 4 seasons as soon as those rulers and patterns come in. And I think that's all the shop hop updates. How are people doing with letting us know what their favorite kind of fabric to hunt for? And we've got lots of responses. Okay, that's okay that there's duplicates. That lets us know that that's something we should carry even more of, right? If 72 out of 74 people say chicken fabric, it's a no-brainer. Should have chicken fabric. So the question is, what's your favorite kind of fabric? 1930s reproduction, Civil War, pastels, brights. For some people, there are designers they love, like Tula Pink or Kate Fassad or Minky Kim, Tim Holtz. There's all kinds of designers that some people just love to look for their fabrics. Next, we're going to talk about some upcoming classes. So, upcoming classes, we are going to look at the beach house quilt. And I don't know if we got the beach house picture. I don't think it came through. But Chris, if you can pop me up onto this one, I can talk about beach house. So beach house is a paper pieced quilt that involves curved seams and flying geese, which seems scary, but it's not. It's okay. It's not scary when you have Jean Corliss teaching. Yep. I can sit. Okay. I'm being told to sit down. Here we go. So Jean Corliss is going to be our teacher for Beach House. She's run this here at the shop before and had wonderful success. This time we're using a little bit more variety of color. We've got some corals, some greens, some multicolor batiks, the teals, sort of light, medium, dark going on. And we have more fabrics that we've chosen to mix in with this. And when you folks start the class for Beach House, you'll get an opportunity to pick which ones of these work for you and your quilt, and then build your quilt out of those selections. So it's sort of kitted up, but not fully kitted up, because we're going to let you have some choices within what's there. And Beach House is running on Fridays, October 11th, November 1st, and November 22nd. Class is $99, and that includes all 3 class days, the pattern with all the papers for piecing it together, and instruction. And then we are still working on what the final cost will be of the not kitted kit for you to select your colors when you come in for that Beach House class. And then, Chris, did we get the all wrapped up picture to come through? Because that's where we're going to go next. Okay. So Anne, whose husband Ernie said maybe she can't shop hop, is going to be teaching the all wrapped up quilt for us. It is an adorable dachshund whose head runs down into the body goes zoom, 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 and then the tail at the end of the quilt, all wrapped up. This is version 2.0 of this pattern. The pattern designer got feedback the first time because the strips were 3 inches wide, and that's not jelly roll friendly. People wanted it to be jelly roll friendly, so she redid the pattern. So we're going to be working with this in a jelly roll friendly fashion. Anne and I have some great lunches planned for those 3 class days, October 9th, October 16th, and October 23rd. Those are Wednesdays, and you'll end up with the all wrapped up quilt made up and a discount for long arming if you check that quilt top in. It is advanced beginner friendly. So there's jelly roll, which, you know, it's just strip piecing and putting those jelly roll pieces together. But in order to be successful in this class, you really do need to have some ability to do half square triangles and adjustments of half square triangles to make the nose and the tail and the ears and everything. So an advanced beginner would be comfortable in this class. A true beginner probably would be overwhelmed with the all wrapped up quilt, just to give a skill level there. We still have open sew going on, although we have learned that Tuesdays are really jam-packed here at the shop. Between it being the first day of the week when people can come back after our day off on Monday, and the YouTube live on Tuesday nights, and open sew, it's just starting to get a little chaotic on Tuesdays. So we're going to be moving open sew temporarily to Thursdays starting next week. We're going to test out Thursdays for open sew days, and maybe even add a weekend open sew in the future to give people who work during the week the opportunity to come play at open sew. Open sew is a day when the classroom is open. You can either bring your machine or rent one of ours. And while you're here, you can work on a project of your choosing at your own pace and just, you know, have some social sewing time and enjoy the beautiful, well-lit, well-stocked classroom that we have here at Golden Anchor Quilting. 12 Months of Gifts is this Thursday. We are making the wallet. We have someone signed up for morning and someone signed up for afternoon, and I just know that they would have so much more fun if they were sewing with someone. So come on in, make this wallet with us. We'll put either a snap or a button or a frog closure here, whatever you choose. It's scrap friendly. It's strips of various widths that make that outside of the quilted wallet, and about a fat quarter on the inside. So it's a scrap friendly project. Use up some of your scraps. It's giftable or keepable depending on how it comes out and whether you love it. But we run that class once a month with a different project every month. And that's this Thursday, the 12th at 10:30 and 4:30. Our ambassador program. Are there questions before I dive in? Ah, the pattern. Yeah. Will do. Absolutely. Absolutely. So our ambassador program is in full swing. We are having so much fun getting to know the folks who are spending more time with us here. Geneva's beautifying the shop out front. Barbara's keeping that fat quarter table stocked. We can't keep Tina from coming in for another sample every week and bringing it back. She made 3 of the 4 hollow star samples for us and our 3 yard in a panel sample that we've got hanging up now. And, you know, we have our core folks who've been here even before the ambassador program, and we just couldn't do this without all of these beautiful people believing in what we're doing and putting their time and effort into supporting us in what we're doing. And I wanted to share another opportunity in the ambassador program, which is those Open Sew Thursdays. There are folks who really love coming to Open Sew, but struggle a little bit with different parts of their project and are looking for help here and there to really sort of move their skills forward. So if you are someone who has Thursdays open and feels comfortable in a variety of quilting and sewing techniques, and you'd like to come hang out at the shop on Thursdays and be available as a helping set of hands in the classroom for folks who are struggling with parts of their projects, we would love to enroll you in that ambassador program and have you enjoy those tiered discounts and access to class registrations and long arm services at a discount as well within that program. So just, you know, something to think about if you're looking for something to do this fall on Thursdays. We are ready for the quilt of the week. We planned ahead. I know. Woo! So this quilt is done by Karen, and Karen quilts this pattern quite a lot. This is one of her favorite patterns to make up. It is called Zelda, and every time she makes it in a new fabric line, I think that's my favorite, and then she brings in the next one, and I fall in love with the next one. Just trying to get that out there, but it just, the way the light blue thread quilted up in the white on this one really highlights the beautiful work that Darren is doing with the long arm quilting. And I figured this is maybe the, I don't know, 8th or 10th Zelda that Karen brought into us, and Darren's really enjoying quilting those for her. So Karen, when you come to pick this one up, there'll be a discount for you for Quilt of the Week. And our weekly gift card drive. It's going to be a short one tonight. We didn't have as much to do without the tutorial, but I'll tell you about next week's tutorial before we go. So for this weekly gift card drawing, it's a $10 gift card that we draw out of our adorable little Tulip Pink basket that we keep at the register for anybody who pays with cash or check throughout the week. And with Shop Hop, there's a lot in here this week. So we're going to see who's getting a $10 gift card this week. And they're like not coming to my fingers. Here we go. Lynn Vote. So we will get that out to you, Lynn. I'll give you a call. And we'll stick it up at the register. It'll be ready for you the next time you stop in. Thank you to everybody who helps fill this basket. That helps us with our credit card fees, and helping with our credit card fees leaves more money for us to order fabulous fabric and notions for you. So thank you. We, next week, are going to make an ornament. And we're going to make an ornament next week because I want to get the community excited about and inspired to participate in an ornament exchange that we're going to have in December. If any of you have ever participated in a cookie exchange or cookie swap, it's kind of the same concept. You bring 12 dozen of your cookies to the cookie swap and you leave with 12 other dozens. You leave with a dozen of everybody else's Christmas cookies. You get a wonderful plate of Christmas cookies to share, but you only had to make one kind and it's less work. The ornament exchange is similar in that you're going to make multiples of the ornament that you make and then bring it to the exchange and leave with one ornament from each other person who's participating. So if we get 15 people to participate, we would each make 15 ornaments of our ornament and then leave with 15 different ornaments from the folks who come to do that. And so I wanted to give people lead time on it, but also show some inspiration of a simple ornament that you can make that, you know, might just jog some ideas for you about what ornament you might bring to that exchange. And I think we should probably have cookies while we have the ornament exchange so that we don't leave cookies out of this. but we'll make those plans and details as we get closer. So next week we will do the first ornament tutorial, and we might have a little bit more sampling and display of the beach house quilt that's coming up, and we'll have some more classes to share with you. We're still hoping to find guest instructors for October, so if you've got something you'd love to teach in our classroom and time available to teach that in October, we'd love to get it on the calendar and share that with our community. It's just simply wonderfully too busy up front for me to be teaching right now. So I've got to find other folks who can keep our community inspired and sewing and quilting in the classroom. Are there any comments or questions that I should address before we? Oh, I probably mispronounced it. It could be VOGL, it could be VOGT. It could very well be a T, and I doubt there's a VOGL and a VOGT, so I bet that's who it is. The middle part of the phone number is 623, if that helps us identify. So our last little thing before. Oh, yeah, that is a great reminder that our classes, you can register for our classes from goldenanchorquilting.com. There's a link called classes, and there's also a link called calendar. The classes will bring it up in list format. Calendar will bring it up on a calendar. And either way, when you click on the class that you're interested in, it will give you the description of the class, the cost of the class, and the dates that class is available. Oh, and I totally forgot to tell you that we are going to be putting the tippy tote from the Half Pack Quilts class online soon. It's not there yet, but it will be soon. We donated baskets with kits to make the tippy tote to a breast cancer fundraiser, Music in the Meadow, that happened last weekend. And that was sort of our impetus to get the tippy tote bag class on our calendar. So that's going to happen soon. I'll have more details next week. The fabric's in the back. All right. Okay, Mama D. So these two are part of the line we showed a couple weeks ago. We showed a lake cabin and a tent panel made into quilts, and those panels are part of this line. So this line was on our channel a couple of weeks ago with the cabin at the lake. Is that better? Like Dumbo ears. I can't hold still. So they're really wonderful, rich colors of fall foliage. And then in that line, there's also some deep greens and deep blues because of the tent by the lake versus the cabin in the woods. And this line, whoops. Well, there's kind of a mix of lines back here. This is exciting. So this line is foliage and photo. We've had this on our channel a couple of times as well. There's a kit left for the Forest Den quilt. We have one kit left for that. So there are squirrels that are super cute in this line. Hedgehogs. I know. I just want to scooty them. The hedgehogs, and then some coordinating acorns and pine cones. There's a few other fabrics in that line as well. That's those, and I am taking apart all the displays. These are just breaking the place. These are some fat quarter bundles that we have in the shop. 6 to 9 fat quarters. Switch right here. Okay. Yeah. So this one has ghosts and stars and some pumpkins. This one has pumpkins and acorns and leaves. And this one has pumpkins and bats and kitties and jack-o'-lanterns and kitties. These all happen to be $6. So they're $23 here at the shop. Geneva's got a great display of these, and I promise not to wreck it. It's beautiful. And then this is our shop hop fabric that we just did last week on our channel. So that's what we've got at the back of the studio. Any other questions or anything we should do before our wheel of names? We're going to get it so that I can see the comments. Chris has so many ideas for this space. And for those of you who were concerned, I did ask, and Chris is okay being called the Tech Fairy. It is not offensive. It's even less offensive than the nickname that his family gave him, so we're good. We're good calling him the Tech Fairy. Oh, oh, some of the fabric ideas? Well, they can see the comments though, right? Okay, all right. So we're okay there. All right, so I think we should do Wheel of Names then for folks who answered what kinds of fabrics they go into quilt shops looking for. And I'll let Aunt Ellen spin that wheel back over there. And she's going to hold it up and show me the name. And Bev Ledoux. Congratulations, Bev. We will have something for you the next time you come into the shop. And we look forward to that. We're glad that your shoulder is healing and that you're getting closer to being back and sewing with us. 12 months of gifts just isn't the same without you. All right, folks, I think, unless there's any burning questions for us to answer, if you just heard the shop bell, I don't know if you might have heard it, you might not have heard it, but at 5:58, 5 women pulled screeching in sideways to the curb. They threw one out the side door who ran to the door of the shop and pulled it open and said, "Are you still open? We've been trying to get here from Connecticut and the construction and the this and the that." And there were 5 of them all together shop hopping. So Darren stayed out front to make sure that they could have their shop hop experience. So that's why there might have been a little bit of a shop hullabaloo going on there if you heard it. If you didn't, then our Tech Fairy is magical and made it so that shop noise doesn't come through. But it sounds like they've just headed home towards Connecticut. And that's the kind of fun we have here. You know, we want people to be here, feel the energy, enjoy the experience, and become part of our beautiful community. So thank you so much for the time that you've spent watching with us tonight. We look forward to next week where we'll start the ornament craze and have fun. I think we're going to do an angel. I think it's going to be really cute. I'm excited about it. And I appreciate all of you so much. We couldn't do what we do without what you do. And we look forward to seeing you at Golden Anchor Quilting, where community is the fabric of our dreams.